the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. As they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They give it to Peterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And out now come the Eagles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Lucky 56. Over.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a solid run down inside the 30. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. He'll drop to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Right back to him on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that one results in 35 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down, 4 down. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to the booth right after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll run it here. He juked him. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the first down with a few yards to spare.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now Hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand.
No matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? When we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Oh, the spin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Steps away to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw here, and he connects with Ertz. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff looking right. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the catch, it's Crowder. The 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Being chased out left. This one caught by Crowder. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
As a general football, sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And they got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Touchdown! Fell it. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Watch him now, Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Gun!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Right back to him on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Looking to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. Deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.